You received an invitation less than 48 hours later.
Yeah.
What was that invitation for?
A roast dinner.
A roast dinner?
Yeah. I explained to her that I wasn't looking for a relationship at the time.
Were you happy with that?
No.
So you thought after a while she would simply go away?
Yeah.
As I understand it, is it called ghosting? You described it to me. You've been ghosting so many people, it could run your own spiritualist church, I would have thought. Were you in a relationship with one another?
No.
Well, were you seeing each other?
Yeah.
Did you love him?
Yeah, of course I did.
Rob is in court to claim £4,494 for the damage caused to his vehicle, which he says his girlfriend vandalised. Defendant Melissa admits vandalising the car, but says as she was intoxicated at the time, she cannot be held responsible for her actions.
Do I have Rob here?
Yeah.
And is it Melissa?
Yes.
Rob, when did you first meet Melissa?
It was June the 8th, I believe.
A lovely day?
It was a good day, yeah.
Well, it was more of a night time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was in a
Weren't you
nightclub.
boogieing on down at some nightclub?
I was.
Am I right to say that you were working at the nightclub?
I was, yeah.
How long had you been working there, madam?
It was my second shift, I think.
Just your second shift? Why is that so funny? I mean...
Because he nearly got me the sack.
How so?
Because he grabbed me and kissed me while I was working. And I got pulled into the office because of it.
Well, let's just pause for a second. Did you do that?
I did.
Were you hoping for a free drink? What happened?
I wanted a photo with her, so I just grabbed her and kissed her.
Did you think she'd been on Love Island or something? What sort of photo?
Just a selfie with her.
Now, it wasn't just Melissa you met that night. You met another family member of hers.
Her mother, yeah.
Did you have a selfie with her mum?
I didn't.
Why not?
She's not as pretty as Mel.
Oh, well. Perhaps you should save that for when you see her at Christmas. Here's the thing. Things went rather quickly.
Yeah.
You seemed to fall for him pretty hard.
Yeah.
So quickly that, am I right, you received an invitation less than 48 hours later?
Yeah.
What was that invitation for?
A roast dinner.
A roast dinner?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Who were you invited to the roast with?
I think it was her mum as well.
You thought it was too much, correct?
Yeah. I explained to her that I wasn't looking for a relationship at the time. And I just wanted to keep it casual.
Understood. Were you happy with that?
No.
No, you wanted more. That's why you invited him round with your family. Very quickly, madam. And you were so concerned that what did you do with your mobile phone?
I blocked her number.
I didn't actually know that every time I phoned his phone and it went to voicemail that I was actually blocked until he actually told me, because I didn't realise that when you block a number it just takes you to voicemail. I just thought his phone was off all the time.
Why did you block her?
I don't know, I just thought it was easier than letting her down.
So you thought after a while she would simply go away?
Yeah.
As I understand it, is it called ghosting? You described it to me. Yes. Well, goodness me, I mean, you've been ghosting so many people as far as I can gather. Is that about right? Well, we shouldn't, no comment. You could run your own spiritualist church, I would have thought. Now, Melissa, you got unblocked eventually. The messages started getting through. And prior to December, so we've got June, July, August, and all of those lovely autumn months, were you in a relationship with one another?
No.
Well, were you seeing each other?
Yeah. On and off.
On and off, up and down, in and out. I understand. Prior to Christmas, during this time, when he's saying, don't invest in me.
Yeah.
Did you love him?
Yeah, of course I did. I loved him from the start.
It's okay.
He knows I did.
Melissa loved you. In December, did you feel the same about her?
Yeah.
Prior to December, you had told Melissa you were going to be unavailable around Christmas time.
Yeah.
the whole relationship was casual, and so, Melissa, what did you decide to do?
To cook a family meal for everyone so I could meet my family members.
Early Christmas.
And that was over Christmas?
It was about 2 weeks before Christmas.
The 14th of December, or thereabouts?
Yeah.
In fact, did you agree to go to that dinner?
Yeah.
Why, sir?
I wanted to spend time with Mel and meet her family.
How much effort did you put in to that evening on the 14th of December? Describe
Loads.
it to me.
I was up very early. I cooked 3 lots of meat, all the trimmings, pretty much like a huge roast dinner. I was cooking for 10 people that day, like with all my family members and Rob. There was 10 people.
Pause. This is a big moment.
Yeah.
At some point, Rob says something to you about, well, is he able to stay the whole day, the whole night?
No. He was supposed to, and then said that he couldn't.
What did you say, sir?
Yeah, I did agree to spend the night there, but because I only had the weekend to see my other family as well.
You weren't able to spend the night at Melissa's?
Yeah.
And you disclosed that to her, correct?
Yeah. As soon as I got there.
Sorry?
As soon as I got there, I told her.
I believe you, sir. You thrilled about that, Melissa?
No. Well, it upset me, and I obviously really wanted him to stay because he was away for 5 nights and then he was back the night before, and it was my only night that I was going to get with him, and then he couldn't. I got over it, though. I'd moved on from it.
Moved on?
Yeah, moved
Pause!
on.
Putting that down in big. Just
I'd
pause.
moved on from the situation.
Talking! I had moved on. Let me tell you, madam, that phrase, I had moved on, in about 5 minutes' time, is going to come back to haunt you. Did she appear to have moved on, or did it appear to you that she had what you've described, I think in your statement to me, as the hump? Now, looking at so by she had the hump, I assume you mean she was cross,
Yeah, she was.
not over it.
She tried to hide it, but
You could tell.
yeah.
Start drinking, correct?
We was already drinking.
Of course. No criticism about drinking on a Christmas day. There was no driving going to be involved. You presumably were going to get a taxi to where you were going, correct?
Yep.
Good. And this was a day of delight. It was a festive day. It was ostensibly Christmas. It seems to me that the order of events, the escalation of alcohol, leads up to Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there facing each other. Is it just the two of you, or are there other people around?
In the living room, there's other people.
What happened next?
Well, we were eating dinner, and somebody, I can't remember who, made a remark about the toad in the hole was flat. And Mel said to that person, well, you weren't even invited, so... And with that, somebody had to go at Mel, and Mel went into the kitchen all upset and angry. So I followed her into the kitchen, and she was making herself a Jaeger drink and threw her dinner in the bin. She went to give me a Jaeger, and I said, no, I'm going to go soon. And with that, she then threw the Jaeger straight in my face.
She threw a drink in your face. Bearing in mind she'd moved on. You crossed?
I was embarrassed, yeah.
I suspect you were. What did you do?
Well, she passed me a towel so I could dry my face and said sorry straight away. And then she went to the toilet, and a member of her family said, if you want to go, go now. And I said, I think I will, and I went to leave.
Did you get a taxi?
Yeah, well, I did in the end, yeah. But I went to leave, and Mel followed me out, chased me to where my car was, and I went in the opposite direction, and she went to my car, and then I got a taxi home.
When she went to your car, what did she say to you, if anything?
Well, she was just saying, please come back, I'm sorry, let's sort it out. And she said, I'm standing at your car, I know you won't leave it, come back. And I switched my phone off at this point because messages just kept coming through.
Coming next.
You turn your phone on and you get a bunch of voicemails.
They're begging me to come back, and then the more messages came through, the angrier Mel got, until one message was, listen to this, you ain't gonna have a car to come back to.
Did you receive a further phone call that day?
From the police.
What did the police say?
They said we've got Melissa in custody.
This is Judge Rinder, and this is his courtroom. He's waiting to hear your case.
Has someone broken or damaged your personal property? Maybe someone you know accidentally damaged something in your home but won't replace it. Perhaps someone's borrowed something from you but refuses to return it. Whatever the case, get in touch today. If you're 18 or over and would like to be considered for the show, text the word judge plus your name to 63334. Text costs 25 pence plus one standard network rate message. Or email judge@itv.com. Please note that we're unable to consider claims that have been or are currently in court. Were you in a relationship with one another?
No.
Well, were you seeing each other?
Yeah. On and off.
Did you love him?
Yeah, of course I did. I loved him from the start.
At some point, Rob says something to you about, well, is he able to stay the whole day, the whole night?
He was supposed to, and then said that he couldn't.
Start drinking, correct?
We was already drinking.
Of course.
Mel went into the kitchen all upset and angry. So I followed her into the kitchen and she was making herself a Jaeger drink. And she went to give me a Jaeger and I said, no, I'm going to go soon. And with that, she then threw the Jaeger straight in my face.
Why'd you throw a drink in his face?
Because he wouldn't drink it.
It's an honest answer. It's a stupid one, but it's an honest one. He leaves. Insofar as you can remember, how angry and upset were you?
I just wanted him to come back because everyone else had started on me and I just wanted him to come back. But because I'd thrown a drink in his face, he went home.
He did. Did precisely the right thing. You carried on drinking, correct?
Yeah.
Do you know how much you had to drink?
Probably 3/4 of a bottle of Jaeger and a couple of cans of dark fruits.
Incredibly drunk. You leave at roughly 6 o'clock
Yeah.
on the 14th. Phone switched off.
Yeah.
On the 15th of December, after you've gone home, woken up, not with a big headache because you hadn't drunk as much as Melissa, you turn your phone on and you get a bunch of voicemails, correct?
Yeah.
What did they say?
They were begging me to come back, and then the more messages came through, the angrier Mel got, until one message was, listen to this, you ain't gonna have a car to come back to. And I could hear like banging and kicking and whatever, and then the phone went off.
Did you receive a further phone call that day?
From the police.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did the police say?
They said we've got Melissa in custody. She's asked us to inform you to let you know.
Melissa was in a police cell.
Yes.
Do you know that I'm aware of whom informed the police on you? Do you know that it was one of your own family members?
Yeah.
And do you know what you were arrested for?
For being drunk and disorderly.
Quite so. Do you know why this family member telephoned the police? It wasn't just because you were slurring your words, madam. Correct?
Yeah.
What were you doing to Rob's car?
I was hitting it, kicking it.
Did you use a weapon on the car?
No.
Just kicks and fists?
Yeah.
When did you purchase this car?
The year before.
At some point, fairly soon after receiving these messages, you ended up going to have a look at your car and going back, correct?
Yep.
What did you discover, sir? Let's have a look. You took a video.
Bumper off, scratch it, something.
Scratching at the back. Is there more?
Yep.
Ah. Is that the windscreen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put your fist through the windscreen.
I don't know what I did to the window.
Do you see that big chunk of white in the middle? Do you see it?
Yeah.
Rob, is that the paint?
Yeah. Through to metal.
Was it in perfect condition before taking it round to Melissa's?
Yeah.
Now, Melissa, this is the odd part of this case.
Yeah.
You don't deny causing the damage.
No.
Do you know how that happened? How?
I remember seeing my foot hit that dent.
See, this is the point. I've moved on. How do you feel about it now?
It's horrible to see it.
Madam, having been over it, you found yourself waking up in a police cell. Police cell? How did that feel?
It felt horrible.
What's the cost of the repairs?
£4,494.
£4,500. Yes? The list of damage. Repair front bumper, repair and repaint rear bumper, repair and repaint side door, repair and repaint the near side quarter, repair and repaint the front side quarter, repair and repaint the bonnet, parts for the new windscreen, specialist additional cost, refit the new windscreen, paint and materials. Do you know how much the paint and materials are?
No.
£1,250. It's right to say that Melissa offered to give you that money, correct?
Yeah.
That doesn't help. How much has she paid you to date?
Nothing.
Why not?
I've just done too much debt. Trying to get myself out of a lot of debt with other things.
I believe you, madam. And here's what you might say to me in law. I may accept that I caused this damage, but I didn't have the mental intent because I was so drunk and intoxicated. And so because I was effectively out of my brains, I cannot be liable for the damage I caused. Now, madam, there are some criminal offences where that's the case, where you need what's called the mental element as well as the act of doing it. And if you don't have the mental element, it means you can't be convicted of that crime, which is effectively what you say to me. I caused the damage, sure I got drunk, but look, I'm not liable because I didn't know what I was doing, correct?
Yeah.
Now, sir, I have to say, £4,500, she's got drunk, hasn't paid you a bean. For some people, that would be unforgivable. Is that the case for the two of you?
No.
What happened?
Well, afterwards she rang me and asked me to take the car to her to show her. And she did say she'd pay for it, and I said, OK, well, just let me know when you're going to do it. And I went home, and we didn't speak for 3-4 weeks. And she kept ringing me every day, saying how sorry she was and can I forgive her. And I started to miss her because we got on so well. And I just said, look, it's just a car. We'll deal with it.
You agreed to forgive her?
Yeah.
Are you in a relationship as of today?
Yeah.
You answered that very quickly. You said, Are you in a relationship as of today?
Yeah, we are. It just gets a bit rocky sometimes. The ups and downs.
How do you feel about Melissa, Rob? Is she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Well, what does a relationship look like for you?
Well, we have great time together. We get on, we're best friends. Just want this over.
Rob, Melissa, there's no dispute in this case that Melissa caused serious damage to your car when she was drunk. The question in law is whether Melissa has a defence to say, I was so drunk that I can't be liable because I didn't have the requisite mental intent. I drank Jaeger bombs and raspberries, and therefore I can't be held civilly responsible. As a matter of law, that's nonsense. She got drunk, she was reckless, it's her fault, and consequently she has to pay for the damage to your car. And this court awards you £4,494. That's the money. Whether you can actually move on is going to be a matter for the two of you. But it's going to take maturity, it's going to take honesty, and it's going to take you not drinking. Understand, madam? Award of this court is £4,494.
Okay.
Rob won his case and was awarded the full amount of his claim. Let's find out how both parties felt about the judge's ruling.
I think that went quite well, didn't you?
Yeah, now we can move on.
Yeah, get sorted now.
Definitely. I'm glad that it's all over, like, and we can move on, we can get the car fixed together.
Can't believe it when I pulled up and see the state of the car is absolutely gutted, but now it can be fixed, can't it?
Yeah. I am sorry. I hated the moment that I did it.
I know.
No, I did regret it completely.
Yeah, she was absolutely steaming. She could barely walk, so I knew that something would probably happen to my car when I left, but I couldn't stick around.